I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Serena's smiling face, arm in arm with some rich businessman, stared back at me from my phone screen. My heart felt like it had been ripped out. I sank onto the couch, staring at nothing. "Liam," I croaked, my voice barely audible. "You saw it?" Liam's voice was steady, though I could hear the concern behind it. "Yeah," I whispered. She left me. For him." "Serena?" Liam paused. "Wait, are you sure?" I held up the phone. "Look at this. She's at some gala, smiling like she doesn't even know I exist. She replaced me. Just like that." Liam sighed. I can't say I'm surprised. You've told me she'd been distant, but this is everything." I shouted, my voice breaking. "Everything I thought we had, gone. Just like that." I buried my face in my hands. I trusted her. I planned my life with her. And she threw it away for money. "You can't let this destroy you," Liam said softly. "You need to." "How?" I interrupted. "How do you just move on when someone you love betrays you?" "I feel stupid. Naive. Blind. I thought she loved me." "She probably did, or maybe she thought she did," Liam replied cautiously. "People change. Situations change. You can't control other people." "I trusted her with everything," I muttered. "And now I feel like I don't even know myself. How did I miss it?" "You didn't miss it," Liam said. She hit it well. Don't blame yourself." I shook my head. "No, I should have seen it. I should have," my voice cracked. "I should have known she was, just waiting for someone better." "You're hurting." "I get it," Liam said. "But drowning in this won't help. You're stronger than this. You've got to focus on yourself first." "I can't," I whispered. "I keep replaying everything we had. Her laugh, her smile, the plans we made. And now it's like they never mattered. Like I never mattered." Liam was silent for a moment. "I don't have magic words," he admitted. "But if you need someone to listen, I'm here. I know it's not the same as fixing it, but—" "I know," I said, my voice small. "Thanks, Liam. I don't even know what to do next. Everything feels empty." "You'll find your way," he said firmly. "It's just, now you have to start thinking about you, not her." I laughed bitterly. "Me? I don't even recognize myself right now. I'm a mess. And she's out there, living the life I was supposed to have." "You'll get through this," Liam insisted. "It's going to hurt, but you'll be okay. You'll see." I wanted to believe him, but right now all I felt was rage, heartbreak, and humiliation wrapped into one. I can't imagine ever trusting anyone again," I said. "Not after this." "Maybe not tomorrow," Liam said quietly. "But one day, you will. You just have to survive today first." I stared at the phone again. Serena, smiling, triumphant, careless. I didn't want to survive. I wanted to scream, to cry, to disappear. But deep down, something flickered. A small, burning anger. "Liam," I said slowly. "I'm not done. Not yet." "What do you mean?" he asked. "I mean," I swallowed hard. "I don't know how, but I'll fix this. I won't let her, or him, make me feel powerless. Not anymore." There was silence on the line. I could hear Liam's breath, waiting for me to continue. But I had no plan yet, just a seed of determination in the wreckage of my heartbreak. I hung up and stared at the phone again, Serena's face smiling at me, mocking me, and I felt something I hadn't in hours: resolve. I wasn't just heartbroken. I was just getting started. I didn't answer my phone all morning. Every time it buzzed, I flinched. I knew it was Liam. He always checks in, but I couldn't face anyone yet. Finally, I picked up. "Hey," my voice sounded hollow even to me. "Hey," Liam said, "Careful. You okay?" I laughed bitterly. "Okay? You mean okay after seeing the woman I love smiling with someone else on Instagram?" "Yeah. I'm peachy." "You're hurting," he said. "It's obvious. I get it, but you can't disappear like this. Talk to me." "I don't want to talk," I muttered. I want to sleep and never wake up. I want this entire life I thought I had to vanish." "You're not thinking straight," Liam said. "You're letting anger and sadness consume you." "Maybe I deserve it." I snapped. "Maybe I'm pathetic for trusting her. Maybe I'm weak." "Stop it," he said firmly. "You're not weak. You're human. You're allowed to feel." "Feel?" I shouted. "I felt every terrible thing a person can feel, Liam. Humiliation, betrayal, despair." I paused, swallowing hard. "And she's out there living it up while I'm stuck here." "You're not stuck," Liam said softly. "You're hurting. That's different." I glared at the phone. "Do you know what I saw today?" Another post. Serena in some designer dress, champagne in hand, smiling at the cameras. Her boyfriend, that guy, he's perfect in every way. Rich, powerful, polished. Everything I'm not. "You're comparing yourself," Liam said. "Stop it. You can't win that game." "I'm not comparing," I said bitterly. "I'm noticing. I'm noticing what I've lost. And I hate it. I hate him. I hate her. I hate feeling powerless." "You can't control them," Liam reminded me. "You can only control you. You're letting this define you too much." "I am defined by this," I said, whispering now. "I trusted. I gave everything. And she threw it away. Doesn't that count for something?" "It counts for a lot," he said. "But right now, you're letting anger eat you. That's all it's doing." "Anger, sadness, despair, they're all the same," I muttered. "They make me feel alive. Even if it hurts. At least it's real." "You'll burn yourself out," he said. "I'm serious. You need to eat, sleep, do something, anything. Don't disappear completely." "I can't," I admitted. "I don't even want to. I don't want to pretend life is normal when mine feels like rubble." "Then do something small," Liam suggested. "Take a shower. Get dressed. Go outside. One step." I scoffed. "One step. You make it sound easy. It's not. Everything reminds me of her. Every street, every song, every post she uploads. I feel trapped in this shadow of my own life." "I know," Liam said quietly. "But shadows pass. Light comes back. You'll see it eventually. You just have to hold on." "I don't know if I can," I admitted. "I keep replaying everything we had. Our plans, our conversations, the dreams we shared. And now. Gone. Wiped out. For him. That perfect, rich bastard. Don't let him matter more than you," Liam said. "He's a minor character in your story. You're the protagonist. You have to survive, no matter how hard it is." I want to survive," I whispered. "I want to stop feeling like I'm worthless, but I don't know how." "You'll figure it out," Liam said. "You have to promise me one thing, you won't let them break you. Not her. Not him. You have to promise that." I was silent for a moment. Finally, I muttered, "I promise." I won't be powerless forever. That's a start, Liam said. Even if you don't know the next step yet, promise me you'll keep going. One day at a time. Okay, I said. One day at a time. I hung up, staring at the wall. Serena's face flashed in my mind again, smiling with him, the life I should have had. And for the first time in hours, I didn't feel completely defeated. A flicker of something burned inside me, a small, dangerous flame. I whispered to myself, they'll see me again. One day, they'll see. I stood awkwardly near the refreshments table, trying to look interested while feeling out of place. That's when I noticed him, Marcus. Tall, confident, approachable. I almost walked away, but something made me stay. Hi, he said, offering a hand. I don't think we've met. Marcus. I'm, Alex, I said, shaking his hand. My voice sounded smaller than I intended. Alex. Nice to meet you. What do you do? I'm between jobs right now, I admitted. Sort of. Trying to figure things out. He nodded, not judging. Been there. What's your field? Business, marketing. I guess, I muttered. I used to manage a small team. Things didn't go well. Small failures don't define us, he said. They teach us. I've lost more than I care to admit. I blinked. Really? You seem successful. I look successful now, he said, smiling. But every successful person you see has climbed out of a pit. And most of them started with nothing. I felt a spark. You think, someone like me could start over? Not think, he corrected. No. You've got the drive, even if you don't see it yet. Drive? I scoffed. I've got heartbreak, failure, humiliation, not drive. Those are fuel, he said, leaning closer. Anger, pain, betrayal, they can push you farther than comfort ever could. The choice is yours. Waste it, or use it. I stared at him, something stirring inside me. I don't know if I can. Start small, he said. Read, research, reach out to old contacts. Build a foundation before the castle. You don't need to do it all at once. I think I can do that, I admitted. It feels possible for the first time in months. Good, he said, smiling. Keep the momentum. One step, one decision at a time. And remember, success isn't just money. It's control over your life. I nodded, feeling something I hadn't felt in weeks, hope. Later that night, I called Liam. I met someone, I said, almost shyly. Someone new? He asked cautiously. Wait, don't tell me. Not like that, I interrupted. A mentor. Marcus. He's inspiring. He made me think I can actually rebuild my life. Not for her, not for revenge, for me. That's good, Liam said, relief in his voice. See? You're capable. You don't need to be consumed by what she did. I know, I said, but bitterness lingered. But I won't lie, part of me still wants to prove her wrong. To show her she didn't ruin me. Fine, Liam said. But don't let that drive blind you. Focus on growth, not just revenge. Let success speak for itself. I will, I promised. I'll use the anger, the betrayal, everything. But strategically. Not recklessly. Over the next few days, I started small. I enrolled in an online marketing course. I emailed a former colleague, Sarah, asking if she needed help with her projects. She agreed immediately, surprised but welcoming. I found myself reading articles on startup strategies, taking notes, making lists. Every step felt like reclaiming a piece of my life. You sound alive, Liam said one evening when I called. That's a change. I feel different, I admitted. Like I'm finally moving instead of just existing in the shadow of what she took. That's the point, Liam said. Use this energy, not just for revenge, but for yourself. I will, I said firmly. I'll get strong. I'll get smart. And one day, I'll be untouchable. And one day, Liam reminded me, you'll look back and realize the fire that burned you also built you. I smiled faintly, staring at my laptop. Marcus's words echoed in my mind, anger, pain, betrayal, their fuel. And I felt the first real spark of determination I'd had in months. No, I wouldn't waste this chance. I would rebuild. I would grow. I would survive. And I wouldn't be powerless forever. Okay, this is it, I muttered, staring at the tiny office space I'd rented. Our empire starts here. Anna glanced up from her laptop, eyebrows raised. Empire? You mean a startup? Let's be realistic, Alex. I like ambition, I said, smirking. But yes, small steps. Big dreams. She leaned back, folding her arms. Fine. But we need a plan. Vision statements, budgets, the whole boring stuff. Are you ready for that? Born ready, I said, though my stomach twisted. I had no idea if I actually was. A knock at the door made me jump. Javier entered, briefcase in hand, sharp eyes scanning the room. You must be Alex. Heard a lot about you, mostly good, I think. I hesitated. Thanks. And you are? Javier. Financial advisor. And yes, I'm very expensive, so don't waste my time. He smirked, setting down his briefcase. Anna whispered, interesting character. I muttered, that's one way to put it. Javier ignored me. So, what's your business idea, Alex? And be specific. I don't have patience for vague dreams. I took a deep breath. We help small companies grow online. Marketing, strategy, real support, not just fluff. We start small, learn, expand. He nodded slowly. Not bad. You seem determined. But determination isn't enough. You need discipline, patience, and backup plans. I have determination, I said, trying to sound confident. And patience, maybe. Backup plans, well, that's why you're here, right? He smirked. Exactly. You provide the fire, I provide the roadmap. Anna laughed. He's harsh, but fair. I like it. Over the next week, we worked late into the night. Anna organized clients, drafted emails, and reminded me when I got too caught up in ideas. Javier taught me to budget, plan campaigns, and avoid rookie mistakes. You're too impulsive, Javier said one night as I tried to pitch a bold strategy. Big risks can burn you. Control your instincts. I don't know how to not be impulsive, I admitted. It's part of me. Then learn, he said sharply. Or you'll crash before you even take off. I sighed. Fine. Lesson 1, control instincts. Anna smirked. Lesson 2, take breaks before you drive everyone insane. I laughed, but inside I felt alive. For the first time in months, I wasn't thinking about Serena all the time. Well, not constantly. One evening, as we wrapped up a call with a potential client, Anna glanced at me. By the way, word is Serena's company just landed a huge deal. Big gala, lots of attention. My stomach twisted. Of course. She's thriving. Flaunting it. Don't let it get to you, Anna said. You're building your own path. I know, I said, voice tight. But hearing about her, it hurts. Part of me wants to. I don't know, sabotage her somehow. Javier leaned back, folding his arms. And part of you wants karma to handle it. Which is smarter? Smart, not satisfying, I muttered. I want both. But I can't risk my own growth just to hurt someone else. Anna nodded. Exactly. Focus on your empire. Everything else will follow. I rubbed my temples. It's not easy. Seeing her life reminds me of what I lost, what I felt powerless over. But I can't let that define me. You won't, Javier said firmly. Discipline now means freedom later. Build your foundation strong. Then, the world notices you. Not because you retaliate, but because you're untouchable. I stared at my laptop, watching numbers slowly climb, emails being sent, campaigns launching. Untouchable, I whispered. That's the goal. Anna leaned over. Hey, you've got a meeting tomorrow with a potential client. Big opportunity. Don't mess it up. I won't, I said, determination solidifying. I'm ready. We're ready. No more hiding. No more whining. Time to take control. Later that night, I stood by the window, looking at the city lights. I thought of Serena, her life shining in glossy posts and articles. My anger flared briefly, but I let it go. I have my own fire now. My own path. And every small victory, every email, every client meeting, every late-night planning session, reminded me that I wasn't powerless anymore. I whispered to myself, this is only the beginning. I'll rise, and when I do, I'll do it on my own terms. I paced my office, phone in hand, rereading the email I had just received. Javier's words burned in my mind, you need to see this before anyone else. Javier, are you sure about this? I asked, my voice tight. Yes, Alex. Look at the contracts he's signed. The numbers don't add up. He's cooking the books. I sank into my chair. Serena's company, he could ruin everything for her. All of it. Exactly, Javier said. And she has no idea. That's why I sent it to you. I clenched my fists. I shouldn't even be involved. This isn't my fight. Maybe not, Javier said calmly, but knowledge is power. And you can use this. I shook my head, frustration rising. I don't want to destroy her. Not completely. Part of me wants karma to do its work. But, my jaw tightened. Seeing the truth, it changes things. Anna leaned over my desk, glancing at the spreadsheet. This is huge. And messy. But it also proves something. What? I asked. That betrayal isn't absolute. People who abandoned you, they're not all bad. Some stayed loyal, quietly. There are friends who'd never throw you under the bus. I swallowed hard. Memories of colleagues, friends, even old mentors who had stood by me flickered through my mind. I forgot. I was so consumed with rage, I didn't see who really mattered. Exactly, Anna said. You're rebuilding, but you're also remembering. That matters. I rubbed my eyes. But what about Serena? Her boyfriend, this guy's unethical practices could crush her company. If I expose him, I trailed off, unsure. You'll have choices, Javier said. Expose him publicly, use the info strategically, or just let it unfold naturally. Each path has consequences. I don't want to ruin her entirely, I admitted. I want justice. Not destruction. Anna nodded slowly. Then you do what's smart. Not what feels satisfying in the moment. I leaned back, thinking. I can't deny part of me wants her to see me rising while her empire falters. But I also don't want to be consumed by revenge. That's not me anymore. Then stay focused, Javier said. Your growth, your company, your path. Everything else is secondary. I closed my eyes for a moment. I still remember how it felt to be powerless. Invisible. Betrayed by someone I loved and people I trusted. I can't let that happen again. Not to me. Good, Anna said softly. Because you're not powerless anymore. I opened my eyes. I need to act, but carefully. Strategically. Every move counts. Javier's voice was firm. Exactly. And timing is everything. Don't rush. Let them reveal themselves while you build strength. I nodded slowly, absorbing it. This is different. Before, I reacted. Let my emotions control me. Now, I plan. I wait. I calculate. And while you wait, Anna added, you grow stronger. That's what counts. I smiled faintly, thinking about the irony. Serena flaunting her wealth, her life, oblivious to the cracks beneath. And me, quietly, deliberately, regaining my power. Alex, Javier said, breaking my thoughts, remember, revenge isn't satisfaction. Power is. Influence. Control. You have both. Use them wisely. I will, I said firmly. I'm done letting betrayal dictate my life. Done feeling helpless. Anna leaned back. And when the time comes, you'll decide. Karma, exposure, or silent victory. The choice is yours. Not hers. I exhaled, a mix of relief and tension. I have the truth now. I have allies I can trust. And I have the chance to rise without losing myself. Exactly, Javier said. The rest is just strategy. I picked up my phone, drafting notes, planning my next steps. Every message, every call, every small decision mattered now. I whispered to myself, determination hardening in my chest, I will rise. I will take control. And I won't let betrayal define me ever again. The past stung, yes. But it no longer ruled me. Now, it sharpened me. I sat in the conference room, watching the numbers flash on the screen. Our latest campaign had gone live, and already the responses were overwhelming. Anna leaned over, grinning. Alex, we're trending. Big clients, new investors asking questions. This is huge. I know, I said, barely containing my excitement. Feels unreal. Months ago, I was stuck, hopeless, now this. Javier's voice cut in, calm as ever. Feels good, doesn't it? But remember, visibility attracts rivals. They'll notice you, study you. I'm ready, I said confidently. Let them notice. Let them underestimate me. I'll use it. Just then, one of our junior analysts rushed in. Alex, you need to see this, news about Serena. Her last project just tanked. Investors are pulling out. I froze for a moment, then leaned back, a slow smirk forming. Of course. Karma's slow, but she's learning eventually. Anna raised an eyebrow. You're enjoying this a little too much, aren't you? Maybe, I admitted. But it's not about enjoyment. It's validation. Proof that I'm rising while she's slipping. Javier chuckled. Careful. Satisfaction is fine, but don't let it cloud your judgment. I won't, I said firmly. I've learned from that. Focus, strategy, patience. That's what matters now. Later that week, I met with potential investors. So, Alex, one of them said, leaning back in his chair, your company's growth is impressive. What's your strategy? I smiled. We focus on building real relationships, not just campaigns. Quality over quantity. And we adapt quickly, learning from our own mistakes, not fearing them. Another investor asked, and your team? how do you manage such rapid growth? Anna chimed in smoothly, discipline, planning, and a bit of fire from Alex keeps us on track. I nodded. Exactly. It's about building a culture that's resilient and innovative. That's how we thrive. After the meeting, Javier whispered as we walked out, "You're confident. That's progress. But don't get cocky. Rivals are watching." "I know," I said. "But there's a thrill in this. I've worked from nothing, and now I have influence, power. People listen. People respect me." Anna smiled. "And it suits you. You've changed, Alex. Stronger, sharper. Less reactive, more deliberate." "I still feel bitterness," I admitted quietly. "Sometimes I imagine confronting Serena, showing her who I've become. But I know that's reckless. I want power, not chaos." "Good," Javier said. "Bitterness is fuel. Not a map. You're learning to channel it." I nodded, thinking back to the dark months after she left. The rage, the despair, it had been unbearable. And now, each decision, each small victory, reminded me that I wasn't powerless anymore. One evening, I got a call from Liam. "Alex, I just saw some gossip, Serena's struggling. Her investors are worried. And some old friends who betrayed you. They're regretting it." I smiled faintly. "Regret doesn't matter. What matters is that I've built something she can't touch. Something mine." Liam laughed softly. "You sound like a different person. Stronger, smarter. Just, don't let pride blind you." "I won't," I promised. "But there's satisfaction in seeing them falter. Not vengeance, but justice." Anna walked past, glancing at me. "And we're just getting started. Wait until the next quarter." I leaned back in my chair, feeling the weight of progress and power settling over me. "Yes," I said softly. "We're just getting started. And this time, I control the game." Later that night, I sat alone, reviewing campaign metrics. Serena's face flashed in my mind, her wealth, her arrogance, her betrayal. For a moment, I felt the old sting of anger. Then I smiled. That anger, it's useful. But it doesn't rule me. I'm stronger now. Smarter. And everything I've built, it's mine. My empire. My control. I whispered to myself, determination burning in my chest, "I'll keep rising. Every step, every decision, every victory. I'll do it my way. And one day, they'll see what they lost." The thrill of power pulsed through me. The game had changed. I wasn't just surviving anymore. I was dominating. And Serena's shadow? It no longer scared me. It motivated me. I stepped into the sleek conference room, every eye on me. The board of Serena's company had no idea what was coming. I felt my heart hammering, not with fear, but with anticipation. Serena looked up from her seat, her eyes widening. "Alex, what are you doing here?" "I'm here for a business discussion," I said evenly, keeping my voice calm. "A very important one." Her lips tightened. "You don't have any authority here. This isn't your company." "Not yet," I said, smiling faintly. "But I'm here to change that." One of the board members whispered, "This is unexpected." "I'll get to the point," I said, setting my briefcase on the table. "I'm offering to acquire a controlling stake in this company. Terms are fair, but non-negotiable." Serena blinked. You can't do that." "I can," I said, placing the final contracts in front of her. All financials verified. All investors briefed. Every loophole covered. "You underestimated me, Serena. You thought heartbreak made me weak." She laughed nervously. I didn't think you'd actually have the resources. This must be some kind of joke. I leaned forward. No joke. Months ago, I was powerless, discarded, humiliated. Today, I'm the one holding the cards. And I'm giving you a choice: cooperate, or face consequences. One of her board members cleared his throat. Serena. Alex's team has the backing. The acquisition is valid. This is serious. Serena's hands trembled slightly. I can't believe this. I thought you'd just fade away. I don't fade, I said quietly. I rebuild. I grow. I rise. And I remember. Anna, standing beside me, whispered, "Everything's in place. Timing perfect." I nodded, then turned back to Serena. You chose your path. You chose him, his money, his power. And you thought it meant security. But power isn't given, it's earned, carefully, strategically. Something you underestimated in me. Her voice wavered. Alex, please, we can negotiate. I am negotiating, I said. On my terms. Sign the contracts, and your company remains operational, under my oversight. Refuse, and investors will step in, and your personal control disappears entirely. She stared at me, realization dawning too late. You've outsmarted me. I've learned from betrayal, I said softly. From heartbreak. From every moment I felt powerless. And now. I'm in control. One of her board members whispered to her, "This is irreversible. He has the leverage. We advise compliance." Serena's shoulders slumped. I underestimated you. I thought leaving me would ruin you. I didn't realize, it would make you stronger. Stronger, I repeated, my voice calm but edged with emotion. I used the anger, the betrayal, the humiliation. I turned it into strategy, discipline, and growth. That's why I'm here. Her eyes glistened. Alex. I'm sorry. I never should have. Save it, I said quietly. Apologies don't undo choices. They don't heal the past. But they do, confirm lessons learned. Anna leaned over, whispering, "They're signing." I watched as Serena reluctantly took the pen, her hands shaking. Every signature was a reminder of the past, of the pain I carried, and the patience I cultivated. Javier whispered from behind me, "Execution perfect. Professionalism and leverage combined. Well done." I nodded, feeling a mixture of triumph and an unexpected ache. Revenge was satisfying, but also bittersweet. Seeing her falter, realizing she'd misjudged me, felt powerful. But a part of me still mourned the love lost, the life we could have shared. Serena's final gaze met mine. You've changed, Alex. I see it now. I had to, I said softly. Not just for her, not just for revenge. For me. To reclaim myself. The board members shuffled papers, murmuring congratulations. Anna smiled faintly. This is the turning point. You're untouchable now. I exhaled, letting the tension drain. Untouchable, yes. And the journey doesn't end here. It only evolves. Serena looked down, silent. I could see regret, humiliation, and perhaps, a shadow of respect. A strange mix of emotions that reminded me of how far I had come. I gathered my briefcase, turning toward the door. I'll manage this company responsibly, I said over my shoulder. But make no mistake. I'm in charge now. Every decision, every step, every move, mine. As we exited the room, the weight of victory settled over me. The bitterness still lingered, but it was tempered by control, strategy, and self-respect. I whispered to myself, determination steady and unwavering, I survived betrayal. I rebuilt. I rose. And now, nothing can stop me. The world had shifted. And I was no longer the powerless one. I sat in my office, watching the market updates on Serena's company. Her empire, once flashy and untouchable, was unraveling. Investors were pulling out, partners were leaving. The fallout was slow, almost poetic. Anna leaned against my desk, smirking. Looks like karma's got her address. I don't take pleasure in it, I said quietly. Not really. It's validation. Proof that actions have consequences. She underestimated you, Anna said. Everyone did. But you, look at you now. I leaned back, letting out a long breath. I underestimated myself once. That hurt more than anything she did. Losing trust, feeling powerless, that burned. But rebuilding, growing, that's my real victory. Javier entered, holding a folder. Alex, latest reports show Serena's boyfriend is under investigation for fraud. Legal troubles. It's all cascading. I nodded. I don't celebrate his downfall. He chose this path. I just stayed focused on mine. That's the difference. Liam called, his voice excited. Alex. I saw the news. She's collapsing, but you're thriving. I can't believe it. You did it. I did, I admitted. But it's not revenge that healed me. It's growth. Independence. Taking control of my life. You sound peaceful, Liam said. Like the storm's over. Not peaceful, I corrected. Aware. Stronger. I've learned that the cost of betrayal isn't just anger, it's letting it consume you. I chose not to. I chose progress. Anna smiled. And you've done it. Every step, every decision, you built something untouchable. Something they can't take away. I looked at her, a faint smile forming. I didn't do it alone. You, Javier. Liam. People who believed in me when I doubted myself. That loyalty mattered more than revenge ever could. Exactly, Javier said. Revenge is fleeting. Control, strategy, growth, that's permanent. I thought about Serena, about the way she flaunted her life, confident in her choices. Now, watching her struggle, I felt nothing sharp. Just recognition. She's learning, the hard way, that power isn't guaranteed. She has no one left, Anna whispered. Her friends, her supporters, they've gone. She's isolated. And I'm surrounded by people who matter, I said softly. Allies, friends, those who truly see me. That's my victory. Liam laughed over the phone. You sound like a CEO who's finally free. Free from betrayal, from anger, from the past. I am free, I admitted. Not because she fell, but because I rose. That's the real lesson. Control your life. Build your strength. The rest falls into place. Anna handed me a cup of coffee. To the real victory, then. I raised it slightly. To growth. To loyalty. To the people who stayed. Don't forget strategy, Javier added with a grin. I chuckled, feeling a rare lightness. Never. Later, I sat by the window, city lights glowing. Serena's misfortune would be discussed, analyzed, maybe even remembered with regret. But my thoughts weren't about her downfall. They were about my own rise, about the months of struggle, learning, and patience that led me here. I survived betrayal, I whispered to myself. I rebuilt from nothing. I rose stronger, smarter, independent. That's power. Anna's voice came from the doorway. You've earned it, Alex. Every late night, every risk, every tough choice, it's all yours. I nodded, letting a sense of closure wash over me. It's more than closure. It's respect. For myself. For what I've done. And for who I've become. Liam's call ended, Anna's presence was steady, and Javier's counsel remained sharp. I realized finally that victory wasn't a moment, it was the journey, the growth, and the self-determination that no one could take from me. I smiled, whispering again, I'm free. And nothing will ever make me powerless again. I leaned back in my chair, staring at the city skyline. Quiet moments like this made me think, about everything. About Serena, the past, and the choices ahead. Anna entered, carrying a stack of reports. You're quiet today. Planning the next move? I shook my head. Not strategy. Reflection. Wondering, do I keep chasing what's behind me, or step forward? She raised an eyebrow. You mean Serena? I exhaled slowly. Partly. But more than her. Everything she represents, betrayal, heartbreak, part of me still lingers there. I need to decide if that energy should guide me or if I finally let it go. Anna set the reports down. And what do you feel? Really? Conflicted, I admitted. I've tasted power, control, growth, yet a part of me wonders if revenge is empty. Satisfaction fades. What matters is, life, moving forward. Javier walked in, checking his tablet. Thought I'd find you brooding. What's on your mind? Choices, I said. Whether to keep focusing on old grudges or embrace a new path. One offers lingering satisfaction, the other, real peace. Javier smirked. Peace is underrated. Revenge is fleeting. You've proven yourself already. The rest is icing, not sustenance. I chuckled. Easy for you to say. You weren't dumped, humiliated, and left for someone else. That just makes my point stronger, he said. You survived all that. Built a company. Outmaneuvered your rivals. You don't need revenge to validate you anymore. Anna smiled softly. He's right. You've already proven your worth, to yourself. Letting go of resentment doesn't erase the past, it frees the future. I nodded, letting their words sink in. I still think about Serena sometimes. Her choices, her arrogance, my anger flares, just briefly. But then I remind myself, she was never the goal. She was the catalyst. My focus is what I build now. Liam called. Alex. Heard about your latest deal. Big moves. You're unstoppable. Thanks, I said. I'm learning that being unstoppable isn't about crushing someone else. It's about mastering yourself. And deciding what matters. Sounds like you're moving on, he said. I think so, I admitted. It's not forgetting. Not pretending it didn't hurt. But I'm choosing my energy. Choosing growth, not revenge. Anna nudged me gently. And maybe, a new chapter in more ways than one. There's someone I think you'd enjoy talking to. Someone who appreciates strength and drive, not the past. I laughed softly. Are you matchmaking now? Maybe, she said teasingly. Or maybe I just see the potential for something real. You've earned it. I leaned back, eyes tracing the lights outside. Potential. That's what this is about. Building life on my terms. Not hers, not anyone's. Mine. Javier added, you've learned to turn anger into strategy. Now learn to turn freedom into fulfillment. That's the next step. I closed my eyes for a moment. Freedom, fulfillment, new beginnings. That's the direction. Serena's shadow taught me, yes, but it won't define me anymore. She was a teacher, not a target. Anna smiled warmly. And the team, your friends, your allies, we're here. All moving forward with you. That support, it's real. Reliable. I exhaled, feeling weight lift from my chest. I see that now. The past shaped me, but it won't trap me. I'm ready, for opportunities, challenges, maybe even, connections I never imagined. Liam's voice came again, playful. Sounds like someone's embracing life fully. Proud of you, Alex. Thanks, Liam, I said. It's not about pride. It's about clarity. About recognizing what's worth chasing and what's worth leaving behind. Serena. She's behind. Me. I'm forward. Anna handed me a coffee. Here's to moving on. To new beginnings. I clinked my mug softly against hers. To new beginnings. And to living a life defined by me, not anyone else. I sat back, sipping slowly, feeling a rare calm settle in. The storm of betrayal, anger, and heartbreak had passed. Now, only possibility remained. I whispered to myself, eyes on the horizon, I've survived, I've grown, and now, I choose forward. Nothing, and no one, can hold me back again. I walked into my office for the first time as the full owner of the company, every step deliberate, steady. The sunlight filtered through the windows, highlighting the desk where I once imagined being powerless. Now, it belonged to me. Anna peeked in, smiling. Good morning, CEO. Ready for your first day in full control? I chuckled softly. More than ready. Feels right. Finally. Javier appeared behind her, arms crossed but eyes sharp. First day is important. Set the tone, Alex. You've earned this. Remember, strategy first, ego second. I'll remember, I said. It's not about proving them wrong anymore. It's about doing what's right, for the company and myself. Anna handed me a folder. Emails, updates, pending approvals. You're officially the decision maker. I smiled faintly, flipping through the papers. It's strange. All this power, it doesn't feel like revenge. It feels like peace. You've earned it, Javier said. You rebuilt from nothing. You've grown stronger, smarter, and now you're free to lead. I leaned back, thinking about Serena. Her office was empty, a faint reminder of the past. I could almost hear her voice echoing, demanding, taunting, and yet, it no longer affected me. Anna noticed my gaze. Thinking about her? I nodded slightly. I am. Not with anger, not with longing. Just, reflection. She was a part of my journey, nothing more. The lessons mattered, not the pain. Javier added, and that's why you've won. Not just the company, but yourself. The phone rang, Liam. Morning, Alex. Heard congratulations are in order. You did it. You're in full control now. Thanks, Liam, I said, smiling. It's a strange feeling, isn't it? Victory without hatred. Control without resentment. Growth without shadows. Sounds like you're finally free, he said. I am, I admitted. And free means something more than power. It means clarity, purpose, and balance. Anna set a cup of coffee beside me. Here's to balance. To loyalty, to growth, to new beginnings. I lifted the cup. To all of that. And to myself, finally. Later, I walked past Serena's empty office. The blinds swayed slightly in the morning breeze. I paused, letting the silence speak. No letters, no apologies, no explanations, only absence. I whispered, closure isn't a person. It's a choice. And I choose forward. Always forward. Javier appeared beside me. Symbolic, isn't it? Empty space, full control. The past behind you, the future ahead. I nodded. It's more than symbolic. It's reality. I've faced heartbreak, betrayal, struggle, and now, triumph. But triumph tempered by patience, reflection, and respect for myself. Anna joined us, her smile warm. And we're here with you. Every step, every challenge, every victory. Together. I glanced at both of them, feeling gratitude deep and steady. Together, I echoed. And that's what matters most. Not revenge. Not proving someone wrong. Growth, loyalty, purpose, that's true victory. Liam called again later. Alex, how's the first full day? Remarkable, I said. Quiet in a way I didn't expect. Powerful in ways I didn't imagine. I feel, at peace. Good. You deserve that, he said. I sat at my desk, finally alone for a moment, looking out over the city. My mind traced the path I'd walked: betrayal, despair, rebuilding, strategy, triumph. Every step had shaped me, every challenge had strengthened me, every moment had led here. I smiled softly, whispering to myself, I've survived. I've grown. I've risen. And now, I'm free. Free to live, to lead, to choose my own path. No shadows. No regrets. Only possibility. The sunlight caught the edge of my desk, glinting faintly on the polished surface. A letter, unsigned, never sent, lay forgotten in a drawer. I opened it briefly, reading Serena's words from months ago, words I no longer needed. Smiling, I closed it. Yes, I said softly, a new dawn. My dawn. I turned fully to my office, ready for the life I'd built. Stronger, wiser, independent, and unshakable. The world awaited, and I was ready.